Hello, I'm Dr. Elise from Senior Vitality PRO, and I'm about to share something that will change how you think about staying strong after 65. What if I told you that the $50 protein powder sitting in your kitchen cabinet is actually working against your muscles, and that there are 8 common foods, some costing less than $1, that can halt muscle loss faster than any supplement ever could? In the next few minutes, I'll reveal why one particular creamy food can trigger muscle-building signals in just 20 minutes, how a summer fruit most people throw away can boost your muscle recovery by 45%, and the surprising reason why a simple canned food might be more powerful than all those expensive powders combined. Stay with me, because this could be the difference between staying independent and losing your strength. My dear friends, I've been treating seniors for over 2 decades, and I've watched the supplement industry prey on our fears about aging. They've convinced us that we need their expensive, processed powders to maintain our strength. But here's what they don't want you to know. Your body was designed to get everything it needs from real, whole foods, the same foods that kept our parents and grandparents strong well into their golden years. The protein powder industry is worth billions, and they show us images of vibrant seniors drinking shakes, promising that their special formulas are the key to staying strong. But most protein powders are highly processed, stripping away the natural compounds that make protein actually work in your body. They're loaded with artificial sweeteners that disrupt your gut health, synthetic vitamins your body can't properly absorb, and isolated proteins that lack the partners needed for muscle building. Even worse, many of you find protein powders cause digestive issues, bloating, and discomfort. Your body wasn't designed to process these industrial food products. It was designed to thrive on real whole foods that contain not just protein, but the entire orchestra of nutrients that work together to build and maintain muscle. Today, I'm going to share 8 remarkable foods that don't just provide protein. They actively command your muscles to stop breaking down and start building up. These foods contain specific compounds that halt muscle breakdown, enhance protein synthesis, reduce inflammation, and provide exactly what your aging muscles are crying out for. When you eat just half a cup of ricotta, something remarkable happens within 20 minutes. The whey protein floods your bloodstream and sends an immediate signal to your muscles. Stop breaking down. Start building up. This happens because ricotta contains over 2.5 grams of leucine, the amino acid that acts like a master switch for muscle protection. But here's what makes ricotta truly special for those of us over 65. It's incredibly gentle on your digestive system. No bloating, no gas, no upset stomach like those harsh protein powders can cause. The calcium in ricotta is in a special form that's absorbed faster than any supplement, and this calcium isn't just for bones, it's essential for proper muscle contraction. You can enjoy ricotta sweet with honey and berries for breakfast, or savory spread on whole grain toast, or even mixed into soups as a cream substitute. At about $3 for a container, it provides more usable protein than a $50 tub of powder, and it actually tastes like food, not medicine. Now, this might surprise you, but watermelon is one of the most powerful muscle-protecting foods you can eat. I know it sounds too good to be true. How can something so sweet and refreshing help build muscle? The secret lies in an amino acid called L-citrulline. Watermelon contains more of this compound than any other food. Your body converts L-citrulline into something called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as a delivery system that rushes nutrients and oxygen directly to your muscles while clearing out the waste that causes fatigue. Studies show that eating watermelon can reduce muscle soreness by 35% and speed recovery by nearly half. For those of us whose circulation isn't what it used to be, this is like giving your muscles a direct line to everything they need to stay strong. Plus, one slice of watermelon gives you more potassium than a banana, and potassium prevents those painful muscle cramps that can wake you up at night. Watermelon also contains lycopene, the same powerful antioxidant found in tomatoes but in higher concentrations. Lycopene specifically protects muscle cells from the damage that accelerates muscle breakdown with age. The natural sugars in watermelon are released slowly due to its fiber content, providing sustained energy without blood sugar spikes. For maximum benefit, eat watermelon about an hour before being active or immediately after. The citrulline takes about an hour to convert to nitric oxide, so eating it before activity improves performance, while eating it after accelerates recovery. Here's something that might change your grocery shopping habits. A small can of wild-caught salmon provides more complete muscle nutrition than any supplement on the market. Not only does it give you 25 grams of perfect protein, but the omega-3 fatty acids actually make your muscles more sensitive to that protein, meaning you build more strength from every bite. Research shows that seniors who consume omega-3 rich fish regularly have significantly less muscle loss and better muscle function than those who don't. The omega-3s reduce inflammation at the cellular level, creating an environment where muscles can thrive instead of waste away. The soft, edible bones in canned salmon are a hidden treasure. They provide calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D in exactly the ratios your muscles need to contract properly. This isn't synthetic vitamin D from supplements. It's the natural D3 form that your body recognizes and uses immediately. What I love about canned salmon is the convenience. No cooking, no cleanup, and it's shelf-stable for years. The canning process makes the protein more digestible for those who may have reduced stomach acid, and it completely softens the bones, making them safe and easy to eat. You can eat it straight from the can, mix it into a salad, or mash it with avocado. At about $3 per can, it's actually cheaper per serving than most protein powders. For years, we were told to avoid egg yolks, but recent research from major universities has turned that advice upside down. When people ate whole eggs after exercise, they built 40% more muscle than those who consumed the same amount of protein from egg whites alone. The yolk isn't the enemy, it's the secret weapon. Eggs provide the highest quality protein score of any whole food, with a biological value of 100. This means your body can use virtually all the protein in eggs for muscle building. The yolk contains vitamin D for muscle function, choline to help your nerves communicate with your muscles, and vitamin A for protein synthesis. Eggs also contain something called leucine-rich protein clusters. These naturally occurring protein structures are more effective at triggering muscle protein synthesis than isolated leucine in supplements. The cholesterol in egg yolks, once feared, is now understood to support natural hormone production that maintains muscle mass. Here's a tip that makes eggs even more powerful. Eating them with vegetables increases your absorption of fat-soluble vitamins by up to 7 times. So that vegetable omelet isn't just delicious, it's a muscle-protecting powerhouse that no protein shake can match. Before I continue with the remaining foods, I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me, which of these foods surprised you the most? Have you been relying on protein powders, or do you prefer getting your nutrition from whole foods? Your experiences help me create better content for our Senior Vitality PRO community, so please take a moment to share your thoughts. Let me introduce you to kefir. Think of it as yogurt's more powerful cousin. This fermented milk drink has been keeping Eastern Europeans strong and vital well into their 80s and 90s for centuries. What makes kefir special is that it works while you sleep. Kefir contains up to 60 different strains of beneficial bacteria that don't just help digestion, they actually influence muscle mass through what scientists call the gut-muscle connection. These probiotics produce compounds that reduce inflammation and help your body use protein more efficiently. The protein in kefir is already partially digested through fermentation, making it perfect for those of us whose digestive systems aren't as robust as they once were. More importantly, kefir contains casein protein that forms a gel in your stomach, slowly releasing amino acids for up to 7 hours. Drink it before bed, and you're literally feeding your muscles all night long. The fermentation process also creates vitamin K2, particularly the MK7 form, which directs calcium to your bones and muscles rather than your arteries. This is crucial for muscle function and something you won't find in any protein powder. You can drink kefir plain, blend it with berries, or add ground flax seeds for extra omega-3s. Now, some of you might think plant proteins aren't as good as animal proteins, but black beans prove that theory wrong. 1 cup provides 18 grams of protein plus something animal proteins can't offer: resistant starch that feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. These bacteria then produce a compound called butyrate, which research shows can preserve muscle mass and improve muscle function. Black beans also create what scientists call the second meal effect. They improve your muscle's response to protein, not just from that meal, but from your next meal too. Black beans are incredibly rich in folate, providing over 60% of your daily needs in 1 cup. Folate is essential for producing new cells, including muscle cells. Many seniors are deficient in folate, which impairs the ability to build and repair muscle tissue. The magnesium content in black beans is exceptional, providing 30% of your daily needs per cup. Magnesium is required for hundreds of reactions involved in muscle function, from energy production to protein synthesis. Without adequate magnesium, your muscles simply can't use protein effectively, no matter how much you consume. Black beans also contain anthocyanins, the same antioxidants found in blueberries. These compounds specifically protect muscle cells from damage and have been shown to improve muscle recovery and reduce age-related muscle loss. The fiber helps regulate blood sugar, creating stable insulin levels that promote muscle building rather than breakdown. Beets might seem like an unusual choice for muscle protection, but they're actually one of nature's most powerful performance foods. They're packed with dietary nitrates that your body converts to nitric oxide, the same compound that expensive pre-workout supplements try to provide. But beets do it naturally and more effectively. The nitric oxide from beets improves blood flow to muscles by up to 20%, delivering more oxygen and nutrients while removing waste products. Studies show that drinking beet juice or eating cooked beets can improve muscle efficiency by 16%, meaning your muscles can do the same work using less energy. For those of us over 65, this translates to being able to stay active longer without the exhaustion that leads to muscle loss. Beets also contain betalains, the compounds that give them their deep red color. These are powerful anti-inflammatory agents that specifically target muscle inflammation, one of the primary drivers of age-related muscle loss. Beets contain trimethylglycine, also known as betaine, which helps your body produce creatine naturally. Creatine is essential for muscle energy and strength, and while young bodies produce plenty, production declines with age. The betaine in beets helps restore youthful creatine levels naturally. Finally, let me tell you about what might be the most powerful muscle-protecting food of all: sardines packed in olive oil. One small tin provides 23 grams of the highest quality protein with all essential amino acids in perfect proportions, plus up to 70% of your daily vitamin D needs. Vitamin D deficiency is directly linked to muscle weakness and rapid muscle loss in seniors. The omega-3s in sardines don't just reduce inflammation, they actually make your muscle cells more sensitive to growth signals. This means every gram of protein you eat works harder when you have adequate omega-3s from sardines. Being packed in olive oil adds another layer of protection. The monounsaturated fats enhance absorption of fat-soluble vitamins while providing their own anti-inflammatory benefits. The combination creates a synergistic effect that multiplies the muscle-protecting benefits. Sardines are also one of the best sources of CoQ10, a compound essential for energy production in muscle cells. CoQ10 levels naturally decline with age, leading to muscle fatigue and weakness. The CoQ10 in sardines is immediately available to energize your muscles. Here's how to put this all together into a simple daily routine. Start your morning with whole eggs cooked in olive oil with vegetables for immediate muscle protection. Mid-morning, have a small bowl of ricotta with berries. The fast-acting whey proteins will stop any muscle breakdown from morning activities. For lunch, enjoy a black bean salad with vegetables and olive oil dressing. The plant protein plus resistant starch creates perfect conditions for muscle preservation through the afternoon. In the afternoon, especially after being active, have some watermelon. The citrulline enhances recovery while natural sugars replenish energy. Dinner could feature canned salmon or sardines with roasted beets and vegetables. This provides omega-3s, complete protein, and nitric oxide for evening muscle protection. Before bed, have a small glass of kefir. The slow-releasing proteins will feed your muscles throughout the night. This isn't a rigid prescription. Mix and match these foods based on your preferences and availability. The key is including variety throughout the week, ensuring you get the full spectrum of muscle-protecting compounds. Let me explain why these natural foods outperform any supplement. First, whole foods provide what we call nutritional synergy. The nutrients work together in ways isolated proteins simply cannot replicate. It's like listening to a full orchestra versus a single instrument. Second, whole foods contain cofactors that make protein work: vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and plant compounds that protein powders either lack entirely or provide in synthetic forms your body doesn't recognize. Third, the proteins come in natural structures your body has evolved to digest efficiently. High heat processing destroys these structures. Fourth, whole foods provide sustained nutrition over time, rather than the quick spike and crash of protein powder. Finally, whole foods taste good and provide eating satisfaction. Nobody looks forward to a chalky protein shake, but a delicious meal with these foods is sustainable for life. Some of you might worry about getting enough protein. Let me put your mind at ease. 3 eggs with an ounce of cheese provides 25 grams. A tin of sardines with a cup of black beans gives you over 40 grams. You can easily meet your protein needs with these delicious whole foods. Others worry about preparation time, but most require minimal effort. Canned fish, ricotta, kefir, and watermelon are ready to eat. Eggs take 5 minutes to cook. Black beans can be batch cooked or bought canned. This is actually faster than mixing protein shakes. As for cost, when you calculate the complete nutrition these foods provide, not just protein, but vitamins, minerals, and beneficial compounds, they're significantly more economical than supplements. Plus, the health benefits prevent medical costs down the road. When I say these foods work immediately, I'm not exaggerating. Within 30 minutes of eating leucine-rich foods like ricotta or eggs, laboratory tests show muscle protein synthesis increases. Blood markers shift from muscle breakdown to muscle building. This isn't theoretical. It's measurable. The nitric oxide from beets and watermelon begins improving circulation within an hour. The omega-3s from fish start reducing inflammatory markers within hours. The probiotics from kefir immediately influence your gut-muscle connection. Over weeks, these immediate effects compound into measurable improvements in strength and muscle mass. My friends, you have a choice to make. You can continue spending money on processed powders that may be working against your body's natural wisdom, or you can embrace these 8 powerful whole foods that not only protect your muscles, but make eating enjoyable again. These foods don't just preserve muscle, they preserve your independence, your vitality, and your quality of life. They work with your body's natural processes rather than trying to override them with industrial products. Every meal is an opportunity to get stronger, not weaker. If this information has opened your eyes to the power of real food over supplements, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps me reach more people who need this message. Make sure to subscribe to Senior Vitality PRO and ring that notification bell so you never miss my latest research on healthy aging. Don't forget to check out my next video where I reveal the 5 breakfast mistakes that are secretly stealing your energy and how to fix them starting tomorrow morning. Thank you for trusting me with your health journey. Remember, real food beats powder every single time. Until next time, eat well, stay strong, and forget the protein powder.